set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Virginia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, Lunch, no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show. Today is Thursday, March 23rd, 2016, here inside Shroud Avatar. How's everybody doing out there today?
I'm alive.
Oh, do tell. You make it past the storm?
Well, I made it past something. Last night I was churning out some wood pulp. Only made like 1,500 wood
is that
pulp.
all?
Yeah. That takes about, what, 4 hours?
Oh, I know. I was right beside you most of that time making some scrolls myself.
I'm waiting for my farmer friend. I'm not going to name any names.
That would be one of our sponsors now, wouldn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm waiting for him to get an entire crop cycle done for me, so that way I can turn around and I can spend a few hours churning out some teleports and recalls.
Supply chain, my friend. You gotta work on that supply chain.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to start contracting other people as well. Just so that way I can make sure that all of my vendors have more stock than you.
I don't know about that. Yes,
either that or I should just go mess around with the permissions on a couple lots and remove your name and then put it back. Remove your name, put it back.
Yeah. You know what I do?
I'm sorry, I moved the vendor.
Yeah. You know what I do? Is I put a set amount of stock on it. When one item sells, I replace that item. That's all I do. I don't ever have any more or less most of the time. It's always the same exact inventory. If I have a lot of stales in one particular vendor run, I'll actually screenshot it so I can go, okay, I need 3 bundles of 10, 3 bundles of 5, 2 bundles of 10, and I replace exactly what was there.
Yeah, well, I generally just wait for the sales to actually be enough to warrant the traveling to the test in order to
I'm making 1, if not 2 runs every single day to all my vendors.
Yeah.
And believe me, the sales are warranted.
I think you actually have more vendors than I do. So I think I'm at, 7 or 8 vendors.
No, you got more than I do. I got 5, 6.
Well, you've got Owl's Head, you've got Spite, you've got Soultown, you've got... I'm assuming your player-owned town.
I ain't got anything in Spite.
You don't have anything in Spite?
No.
I thought you did.
Well, I've got my own vendors, 2 here. I've got 2 out in Snug Harbor. I got 1 in Soulton. I got 1 in Exeter. And
that sounds like an all-day job, man.
That's my guys. But
what happened to Spite? You had a lot out there.
I gave that lot up.
That was Brookside.
Yeah, I gave that lot up.
Oh, okay.
But I never put a vendor out there. But to top that off, we have the vendor out at the New Britannia Market. Thanks to Andernut out there. I've got vendor availability out in Oceania, thanks to Storm.
What?
Storm's Pets. Yeah, what? You know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start selling on that vendor there, man.
Yeah. I know exactly where you and your old lady live.
Right, I'm gonna start selling, man. I don't even have.
I found out where you were, and I came out and started selling at my price, pal.
I don't have nothing on that vendor. Actually.
I know that. Yeah, so I have access to other vendors and other deals I've made, but myself, I only have 5 out there. But moving along, enough about me and you and our vendors.
Wait, you actually want to talk about stand-up notes and things like that?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I know both of us last night were perusing over Dev Plus stuff.
I know you mentioned something, and I meant to ask you about that because it didn't make much sense, and unless it was something you were delving into yourself in the game.
You can't even talk about that crap. So what are you looking at?
I actually did not get into Dev Plus yesterday at all to do anything. I went to check the one thing I was.
Okay, for just that way everybody knows, if you have Dev Plus access to the forums, the preliminary please proofread this for star post is up for the release 40 notes.
Very nice. Waiting for that.
Oh,
What's it say? What's it say?
Well, it says everything that you need to. This is why you need to get Dev Plus access.
Hold on, I see something here in the fine print that says, "Tell Led Zepp you can't interpret this to him. He's got to scroll up."
No. Yeah, he's got to scroll up. That is the tweeters. The answer for Led Zepp is scroll up.
I don't even know why you talk about it because you can't talk about it.
Now, we've got, of course.
Well, we talked about it. You just have to scroll up.
Bargosh always joining us here, and he's been absent for a couple days. And of course, his comments right there on screen.
Release 40, best release
ever. Comic book guy. So we will have to peruse those notes, but not right now because we can't talk about those live on the air.
No, we can't talk about that.
I'm perusing it.
But, we can talk about the stand-up notes and anything they may give us in the stand-up notes.
What are you talking about? Stand-up notes? We would read and interpret the stand-up notes for people?
Yeah, like the soda map.
On a nearly date? Yeah. Oh, okay. So don't forget, Stand-Up Corner is where the devs sit there and say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, and eventually we get to misinterpret what they're saying. Interpret what they're saying.
Yes,
yeah. Since we aren't there at the office and we don't have any clarifying information, we occasionally get things wrong, but most of the time,
if you got up a little
say
earlier,
something funny.
You could actually attend stand-ups, but yeah.
I was up, so I don't know what you're talking about. So you see the weird times that I actually post things in Discord.
Oh, I do, believe me.
It's like, what the hell's he doing up at this? Ungodly.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Laz never sleeps.
So Laz sleeps all the time.
Oh, I sleep all the time. Bet your ass.
I just like my afternoon naps. Then after, let's just go with. Let's go with yesterday's stand-up from Wednesday, March 22nd. Remember, today is the 23rd. If you're watching this today, if you're not watching it today, I have no idea what day it is. Stand-up Corner is where the devs sit there and say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down and eventually gets posted to the forums. Like yesterday's stand-up notes got posted at 7:32. Central Standard Time. So over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob. Follow the White Rabbit.
The White Rabbit, he wants you to go down the rabbit hole as he works down deep into the hole as he works on fountain candles and ducks.
Ducks.
I'm black.
And drum bags. Drum bags.
Listen, you drum bag.
You drum bag, you. And Rohan's polish.
Bueller.
NFG Damon.
Bueller.
He's working on the Sequana Cage visual effects. Fletcher working on some vile weapons. Kevin updating some guards. What he's doing is he's saying, "Hey, you know what? I really don't like you, and yeah, you need to be updated."
You need to be
and
updated.
bugs.
Bug.
And he's trying to add some flesh wounds.
It's but a flesh
Because it-
wound.
Tis but a scratch. Tis but a scratch.
Yes.
Nothing but the almighty Gix
You
Vargat.
stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look, just a flesh wound.
Did that.
Matt.
No undies.
No undies, no undies. Working on. And huzzah!
Bug. So you got undies on top of the bone. That's gotta be chafe a little bit, doesn't it?
What, the bugs or the huzzah?
No, the bone armor he's wearing.
Oh, the bone armor. Well, I mean, it does pinch a little something. That's why he's got a man spread.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Huh?
All right, so it's like if you look at the way he's sitting, he's man spreading it up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, maybe see,
Up and
I'm man
down,
spreading
up and
in
down.
my chair right now just because I have to let the sweat air out while I'm wearing my kilt.
That's just because we like the up
Yeah.
kilt shot. That's all.
That's right. That too. Whereas Gix is man spreading just because he is he's wearing armor that chafes and pinches. Now I have no idea why Mactane is man spreading. He's wearing pants.
Yeah, well.
I can't close my legs any further with this armor.
Okay. Yeah. Then moving right
Some
along.
innuendo we're missing there. I know that.
What's worse, the shithouse perfumes from Led Zepp. Led Zepp, close your legs. Your breath
God.
smells.
Pigs.
Okay. Reed is working on player home lights
Bro.
and decoration surfaces and bugs.
Bug.
Scotty.
Scotty Storyteller Jones.
He's reshaping icons and user interface icons update.
User face.
User interface icons update.
User interface.
Yes.
He's facing the users and saying, "Yeah, I don't like the way you look."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, didn't work. No,
Not gonna do it. But
Wouldn't be prudent?
Nope.
1,000 points of light. Oh, over in design, we had the almighty Beezus.
Brandon Cotton.
He's trying to figure out how to support some tutorials,
I'll tell you.
and he
The
has
struggle is
uncovered a mighty cabal, and he's trying to decide what to do with them.
Is he trying to tutor the Kabbalists? Is that what he's doing?
I think he is. He's like, what he's really trying to tell them is how to properly put on the robes,
Oh, okay. Okay.
because that looks a little complicated.
A lesson in getting in and out of the robes should be
Yeah,
yes.
A lesson in garb. Yeah. Then Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Verdantis Mines has a falling bridge and burning oil.
Burn, baby. Burn.
See, what they're really trying to do is make sure that everybody's palette looks like mine with the lack of hair, and they're doing the hot oil treatments.
I thought those were supposed to be
And-
good for you.
Well, the hot oil and the hot wax in order to remove all the hair.
Depends on where it's at.
That's right.
Well, Led Zepp, where do you like the hot wax placed?
Oh,
Where?
let's not go down that road
We
right
don't want to
now.
know.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole? I mean,
Right around the rim, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the rim there.
So Dan the man.
Dan the man Brennan.
Working out on serpent spines, mines, spawning, and wealthy merchants.
Wealthy
Again.
merchants.
They might be moving around the world.
Part 2.
Part 2.
But yeah. Yeah.
Sanio. Working on quests and conversations.
Giving old Lum a hand there.
Maybe.
I don't know. Is Lum home crying over not being able to?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, Lum was taking lessons from Laz yesterday with the technical difficulties. His
Yeah,
wife's
did you
PC
see that?
died.
My goodness, man. I felt bad for him last night.
It's like,
Poor Lum.
okay, I'm going to stay home and I'm going to work from home and I'm just going to sit there and focus. And then everything else happened. And yeah, so at midnight he's posting, yeah, still got 5 or 6 more hours of work to do.
Home.
And
The wife came home. Her computer crashed. He stopped to fix that problem. And somewhere in the task of fixing hers, his became disassembled and had to be resurrected.
And don't forget, he was also doing the Unity update on his home computer and everything else. It's like, okay, we're going to import a 120 gig project and see how long it takes.
But I gotta just hope that he gets a little peace and quiet and he gets caught up with all that.
Oh yeah, I hope that he did manage to get some work and as well as sleep, and I hope he's in the office today working hard. Then after that, Sanyo working on Sorcerer Steve working on Cast Ruins Traps and the map review.
Yay.
List Rostov. He's playing around with the
upskirts,
Solace Bridge upskirts, as well as the map review.
How's that map review coming?
Well, what he's doing is he's like going, man, this map
is freaking
awesome. It looks kind of
awesome.
small, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to move this over here. And then we're going to move this over here, and then we're going to move this over here, and then we're going to like just rotate the map around. And shit!
I had a thought, by the way.
What?
Aren't the Deco Divas going to be a little PO'd with a certain somebody if they sell a certain town?
No, they're not. I talked to one yesterday, and she's like, "Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good."
Okay,
all
just
good.
Fleeting thought that passed through my mind. Yeah,
it's all good.
After the row house debacle, I just...
it's all good.
And then the pavers.
No problems whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, just checking on that.
Everything is good.
Yeah, over in tech, Bobby
Thompson.
He's working on sound effects bugs. As well as he's trying to track down that elusive Linux mouse bug.
Now, those mice are smaller than your normal mouse. Yeah.
Well, what he's trying to do is figure out, it's like, what's that middle mouse button do again?
Auto run?
No, that was copy. Linux.
Oh. See?
Although it's been years since I've actually messed around with it, and I can't remember what the middle mouse button did.
Led Zepp, you're a trip. He invites Seamus McGinnis to come sit in his lap. So everybody comes to sit in his lap.
Yeah. JY working on the assetting bundles.
Working on the asset.
I know, and localization scripting. Wizard Smoke. He's been half puffed.
Thanks.
The hot bar updates and Fatui. Yes, it's not the Fatux. It's the Fatui. The Deathbringer, one and only Also helping out with the bugs
Bug.
and the Fatui.
Fatui bug.
There's a lot of Fatui going on around here, man. I'm
Well,
telling you.
they're trying to make sure that they're able to capture that first hour and a half of gameplay, making sure that people know what the hell's going on.
Well, that first
burning-
hour and a half shouldn't be an hour and a half, but that's another story.
It takes me what 2 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Of course, I've done it too many damn times, and so I don't pay attention to any of it.
We don't
Burning
need those
Toad?
stinking rules.
But okay, so
Burn.
this was actually a question from somewhere, Dev Plus. Someone asked, like, they have access to QA client, and they wanted to make sure that if they deleted their character on the QA server, would it affect the live server? QA server, feel free to delete your character and go run amok with the new player experience. It's not going to affect
Every day.
anything. Yes.
That's right. You wanna
So
practice
if you-
PvP? Do it on the QA server.
Well, if you're like Laz and you want to go exploring new PvP scenes, do it on the QA server.
That's right.
But if you want to experience the first time user experience again, and you haven't done that in a very long time, please, on the QA server, delete your character, go ahead and recreate it, and test out the new player experience, and fill out those bugs. And any way that you can help that new player experience is better for the game. Over in QA, the Attenwood working on sanity tests and QA forums and process updates. Serafina, customer service and QA forums.
That wonderful customer service.
Then our useless overhead group, we have the Dippy Bird.
The bird.
Still dipping his beak into the water as he works on texture performance, and it's like, ooh, would you like to join the Cabal? Would you like to join the Cabal? Ooh, we're all Cabalists.
Would you like to
And QA builds. Barrick was live stream uploading and
giving him
newsletter updates and forums.
Is that a
I
direct
hate to tell
upload?
Barrick
What's
that.
up? Do we know?
Well, yeah. We don't know. Hutch.
What?
He's working on character and visual effects review and collision bugs and texture updates. Chaos. Working on those roadway pavers and SQL support
Gonna be a
and
sequel
offer data
already?
tracking and customer service.
Damn, they're not
Dark
finished
Star.
with this one yet.
Darkstar working on release 40 post and art reviews and Jira management and weekly update.
Yes. Weekly updates.
And that's what our devs said they were working on yesterday. Yay.
Yay. That's what they
That makes
said
sense.
they were working on.
That's what they said they were working on. Doesn't mean they're working on it. I mean,
That's right. Doesn't mean
hello?
that's what they're working on today.
no,
And
doesn't
we
mean
got,
anything.
Seamus McGinnis just joining us here, coming up all decked out. Which does remind me, we got a little shout out from the folks over at EVL yesterday, and they've got a fashion show coming up this weekend. We want to tell the folks a little bit about that.
Yeah, the spring fashion show is going to be Sunday, March 22nd, 26th at 4 p.m. New Britannia time.
At the fair for
And- Yeah. I'm clicking on the link for it. So
that's right, there
EVL
is a link
presents.
for it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me get that
there
up
is
on
a forum
screen. I
post.
forgot about that.
Here, I'll even post it
Ah,
in
you
Discord
got
for just for you because you didn't click on it beforehand. You're like, hey, I want you to go read this without queuing it up, and so I had to go hunt for it myself. So EVL presents their 2017 Spring Fashion Show. They are in the process of looking for judges. If you want to become a judge, please message Carrie Death or Brickbat for more information. So the Every Virtue is Lasting cordially invites everyone to their quarterly community fashion show in the picturesque village of Cottage Grove. They do ask that contestants please whisper Jade or Carrie Death in game so they can keep track of all the walkers, not the street walkers, the ones that want to go down the stage. And they will, I know, catwalkers, not street walkers. And please arrive 30 minutes before the show for sequencing and last minute questions. Spectators, please show up on time, take a seat in the viewing area, and enjoy the show. Do not be like Led Zepp, laying down on the stage, trying to get the upskirts. That is behavior that is not recommended.
It's all the shoe. It's all the shoe.
Shame on you, Led Zepp. Oh, you go for the mirror on the shoe?
Mirrors on the shoes, man, I tell you.
So you're a shoegazer?
Yes.
He's got those core frames on, and they're shine polished, I tell you.
Yeah, high-res cameras. Fuck the mirror.
So he's gonna be the first guy to go out and get the Kabbalist boots, so that way he can polish those to a shine.
He's got a camera in the boot that goes to his eyepiece, you know.
I'm blind.
His direct video feed.
Yes.
Well, wonderful tech the kobolds are coming up with out there, I tell you.
Lovely tech from the kobolds. Don't forget, zone-in points for the fashion show will be Carrie Death or Jade, and that's going to be in Cottage Grove. If you can't figure where that is, please go to sodamap.com, type in Cottage Grove, and it will show you exactly where it's at.
That's right.
Or download Soda Navigator, and you know what? Plug in your destination, and yay, this is how I get there.
This is where I'm going. That's right. Great tool out there. So, Scrota, what are you doing over here? Scrota's now dancing, and we've got somebody else playing music.
So this is Zeke Latrick.
You can't hear it, really?
No, again, I keep telling you guys, I got the volume set for game music at one level. When you change...
Did you bug report it?
It's been reported. Get out of here. Get out of here already with that bug report. Known issue.
Bug report that?
Known issue.
No, but is it a known issue?
Well, we'll have to check it out on the release 40 when it comes out.
If it's known already, maybe you should make it more known.
Well, there is something about that in the release 40 patch notes.
But we can't talk about it.
That's
right.
We can't talk about it on the release 40 patch notes, but there is something about that.
There is something about it.
It says because Laz didn't bug report it, we're not addressing this.
It said, this is Jack's bug report sucked, and because Laz didn't report it, nothing got done. Yeah, that's right. It's all Laz's fault. Remember, it's always Laz's fault whenever anything goes wrong around here.
Always.
Hey, you can't cheat like that you just did.
What?
What are you talking about? I didn't post anything. I did not post anything in the Discord channel.
I'm telling.
There's nothing there.
All right, show's canceled.
Nothing there because
nothing to see here.
Nothing to see there.
Move along.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
Which is going to be funny because you know what I'm going to do as soon as release. I'm going to go bug report that update.
All right.
And I will, just because it's like you look at the description and on there, and then you realize it's like, wait a second. It's like you didn't address the issue. It's like you guys are crazy.
Well, again, we'll have to broach that problem as we see it. I didn't get a chance to get in and test yesterday, so I'll try and do that this afternoon once we get wrapped up here and go give a couple things because I know that while I was looking for one thing in particular that they knocked out of the ballpark, in my opinion. I didn't test several other things that I'm curious about whether they made or not, so I got to get in there and check it out. But now that there's notes out there, again, for you Dev Plus folks out there, notes are out, what to expect, what you can see. And while we're on that topic real quick, let's get the business end out of the way here. If you guys want to come out and join us any day here on the show, you can go to nbnn.info and you can watch us there. You can join us in Discord by using the Discord app right on the website. Type in your name, come on in and join us. You can type in your web browser discord.me/NBNN, come in that way. Or you can join us in Zoom. Also, link on the website. Click on the link. Come on in, say hello. We're the only show on the air 5 days a week that invites you, the audience, to come in and chat with us and tell us what you think. Or, talk about what the topic of conversation is, or start a whole new one. And, of course, you can listen to us in repeats on WRFB throughout the day. Come on now. It can't be that interesting on that cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I got a message from Justin that just said, poor Jack, so, and she's shaking her head sadly, so.
What are you talking about?
Poor Jack, why?
Well,
remember, I mean, when she was in town the other day, there was a thing where she said that she was going to do something to me that never materialized on the stream. It's all good. It's all good.
Hold on. Never materialized on screen? Did it materialize off screen?
No, it didn't. No, there was no. I didn't get slapped. I didn't get punched. The only physical contact was non-existent. Yeah.
That hurts even more.
I know. I didn't even get the butt slap. I missed the butt slap, and I do
Turkey invasion.
Yeah.
Attack of the killer.
Are you
turkeys.
hearing this music now?
Turkey abuse. Wring that neck.
Hey, save some for me. I gotta make some turkey pot pie, man.
Now I want to know what's up with this hefty crocodile.
That's a little croc. That's not a croc.
That's not a knife.
No,
this is a knife.
That's not a croc. I've seen crocs bigger than that in this game.
It's just hefty. It doesn't say massive.
It's hefty. It's hefty.
Oh, there's a huge one.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the huge one to appear.
But hefty crocodiles?
Yeah, here we go.
It's like a hefty trash bag. It's not that big.
Yeah, it's like
hefty,
I wonder. Hefty. It's like what kind of crocodile skin boots are you going to be making?
I'll tell you what.
That's what they should do. Is like make the different animal hides different types of leathers. So if you wanted to make a fur cloak, you would use like wolf pelts, rabbit pelts, things like that for different textures and different bonuses.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Look at these guys out there. Making a mess. Somebody's got to pay to have that cleaned up, people. Come on, give me a break.
Getting my dry cleaning bill.
It's just animals. They're biodegradable.
Yeah, just throw them in the compost heap out back. Just drop them down the outhouse with Led Zepp uses.
Put it under the coffee machine.
Jesus Christ. Good shit, man.
That's why the outhouse stinks so much. That's what Led Zepp's been disposing of those bodies we pay him to get rid of.
Don't worry what I do with the outhouse.
Well, the things that Led Zepp does in that outhouse.
Don't worry about what I do.
Hey, well, as long as it wasn't as bad as Crafty Method, I tell you what, Crafty Method used to mess those things up.
I miss Crafty, but I didn't know that he was in Australia, and it was like 1:00 in the morning or 2:00 in the morning that he was showing up for the show.
Hey, fans will do the darndest thing, that's for sure.
I know.
Of course, we love our fans out there. You guys are awesome. Speaking of fans, we got 2 new patrons yesterday, and I've got to thank you guys. I just love you guys out there. Sater was one of our new patrons, and I don't know if I can reveal the in-game name of the other one.
Yeah, I don't know either. But speaking of Sater, don't forget to visit Sater's Stinky Sewer Shop in Central Brittany, right next to the sewer entrance. Or you can always visit his shop on Shroud Marketplace, where he actually has the cheapest crowns of the obsidian for sale. So if you are in the market for Kodos, you can get 100 Kodos for $75 from Sater's Stinky Sewer Shop on Shroud Marketplace.
And he probably hand polishes each one before he puts them on sale.
Hand polishes the crap out of them.
He gets the stink off them.
Get the stink off of them.
Well, he's using the sewer water, so I don't know if it has the stink on him.
Well, he told me he had a well out back. I sort of wondered whether that was tapping into the sewer.
The well straight into the sewer. I mean, it's like
I've had my doubts, but at those prices, you can't go wrong.
Sater wants you to say Sater's Stinky Sewer Shop 5 times really fast.
Yes.
Sater Stinky Sewer Shop, Sater Stinky Sewer Shop, Sater's. I can't do it.
Careful.
So you made it.
So
don't forget,
just wants a really good plug. That's what he really wants.
Don't forget, shroudmarketplace.com. Go to Sater's Stinky Sewer Shop. If you are looking for Kodos, 100 Kodos, which is $85 on the add-on store, you can get directly from Sater for $75. And that is the cheapest price anywhere for Kodos.
And of course, if
I haven't seen a better deal.
Looking to sell Kodos, I'm buying at $1,900 right here on the lot. So if you want some, you want to get rid of some, paying a little bit more than the other dealers out there. Geez, how do we get into commercials and promos already? This is not right.
Well, because Sater is a brand new Patreon.
Yes.
And don't forget, if you are a Patreon for 3 months, you will probably get some rewards.
Yes, depending on your pledge level.
Yes.
Even at the dollar level you get access to all our past podcasts, all past recordings from this year, since we've started doing that. So if you miss a show and you want to just listen to it, you get access for $1 a month. Otherwise, you miss it, you're going to have to watch it on YouTube. But moving right along, we got a couple minutes before we got to start doing the wrap-up. What do we got interesting for the boys and girls out there? I know Shroud has been showcasing some new music out there.
Mm-hmm.
What about music?
I was looking at the forums and I keep scrolling all the way down to Dev Plus.
What did I miss?
I said, I know Scrota's got some new music out there. Cough, cough.
That's right. Visit my shop in Central Brittany. It's the best.
It's the best. That's it. Yeah. No, you can get my sheet music right here on the NBNN lot. Okay.
I'm too busy laughing.
All right, we'll give that to you.
I have satellite shops here. One of them is here in Owlshead.
And
the
move to
NBNN.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Don't forget, Scrota is also selling some music on the NBN. Look for the NBNN Scrolls vendor in New Britannia Market, and you can always hit that up. And Scrota does have some songs on there as well.
That's right. Some songs.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Don't forget to buy my scrolls. Don't buy Laz's. Laz's are tainted.
Yes.
My paper is better quality than your paper, though.
I use Led Zepp's recycled toilet paper.
For those scrolls.
My coffee,
I
man.
get it cheap that way. Yeah.
For my coffee. Don't be using it all up.
And don't forget, if you are looking to unload some scrap, you can always do so at the NBNN Studios lot. Just look for the vendor standing on top of the wooden box, and
Just
he
look
generally
for
has some
any
buy orders.
vendor, because more than one vendor buys wood scrap. So.
Shh.
Yeah.
No, only that vendor. Only that vendor.
Yeah.
Only
How much you paying?
Not telling you.
Yeah, well. I can adjust those prices accordingly, but
Hey, you know what? It all works out in the end.
that's right. It's a beautiful thing, I tell you. I love this
Yeah,
shit.
so now, where are we going to go for the next 4 minutes?
I don't know. We can wait for Led Zepp to go to the bathroom because he's about due for that coffee run. I don't know. You guys should clear the way,
Now-
by the way.
Okay. You know what? I know how to kill 4 minutes.
How do we kill 4 minutes?
It is a thread started by BDF.
Oh, that's got to take more than 4
That's going
minutes.
to take more.
No.
than 4 minutes.
Because there's actually a really simple answer for this. So why does the ethical hedonism symbol need to be on all the assets? It's not on all the assets. It's only on the assets that were quest rewards or telethon rewards. So those are the only things that actually have the ethical hedonism. And that is
Talking
what's
about the
actually
virtue
set to-
arc?
Yes.
Hedonism. I never heard it called hedonism. Is that what it's called?
Ethical hedonism is, if you've ever really paid attention to Lord British talking about it, it's that symbol, the infinity with the 1 through it.
Heathen.
The virtue arc.
It looks
And Justin wants you to know that she's never touching your scrolls again.
scroll up.
Oh my.
She feels
does.
they're a little tainted. So it's like that was intentionally done by
hold on.
Portalarian
Yeah.
to separate those from add-on store items as well as from others. So it really does mark them
Detonates
as
their
the rare
rarity
ones.
as well, for most part, in my opinion.
Yes.
Most of the stuff with the virtue ankh on them are old, retired, rare items, and when they come out, they're usually an old number.
Well, no, it's one where it's like the quest reward hats. So the release 10 all the way through release 24, or 26.
I've got
24,
some
26.
hot late breaking news here that says somebody was beaten with a chaos spoon live on camera, and that you lie.
Oh, baby.
Talking about, do we have a video?
I remember
Well,
There is video.
I don't think I felt it very much.
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe
it was more
some
like
more.
a tap though.
Yeah, that was a basic tap. I mean, it's like my mom broke thicker wooden spoons on my ass than that.
Harder.
I'm
Does
just
it leave
telling
little
you what I'm
chaos-shaped
getting
welts?
Yeah, no, it left no welts. I mean, I don't know.
So it wasn't that good, is what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Harder.
Harder.
Faster.
Don't stop. Don't.
Faster.
What's the safe word again?
Pineapple.
Stop. Don't.
Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple.
Hit him like he's a pirate.
For some reason, this makes me want to create and sell chaos symbol pasties.
You know.
With tassels.
You know.
With tassels.
Lord British and Dark Star match sets, man. I tell you what. Yeah. They would sell.
Hobloth 4 accessory.
Yes.
And I tell you what, guys would probably buy these just for because
I would buy a pair.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need
Well, I
something,
know
we
that
need something down below, though.
Those Laz and Jack guys,
What's
they
that
might
called?
actually just run around with them on for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Hilts and pasties, man.
totally
Sounds
would.
Yeah.
like a hobloth trick to me.
It would be the new NBNN uniform.
Now, speaking of
Developer
hobloth,
Halloween mask.
Rustic you had a little technical difficulty a couple days ago with the website, I heard.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to
Yes,
talk about it for a minute,
Please.
or
No, but I will.
okay?
So I develop my websites in PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. I do it by hand. I back up by hand. I have lots of backups on multiple drives. I do it all by hand. I don't update shit because I don't use frameworks. Like the only thing close to a framework that I use is I include jQuery. But in the interest of making Hearth of Britannia and Hoblarp and all these new wonderful things that I'm working on, mobile friendly and responsive and all that bullshittery, I decided it's time to go ahead and put Hearth of Britannia and stuff like that onto WordPress using a paid-for theme that I've been customizing over the last several weeks. And I'm smart. You know, I make backups of the files. I copy the files because I know shit automatically updates. And I hate automatic updates because every WordPress site I've ever had in my life breaks every couple months from update. So I made copies of everything. And I made copies of templates. I made copies of the 404 page. I get things working. It's coming along. It decides it wants to update. But motherfucker, it doesn't update the files that are there. It literally deleted all the files in the folder and replaced them. So it didn't just update the files that it should have. It deleted the copies that I made of them. So everything I done is lost because I hadn't backed up locally, and I lost about a week's worth of development from this. And
you didn't have it locally, Slaves?
No, I'd been just doing it live because I thought. So yeah, I learned a lesson. I need to make a child theme, and I need to back up more. But you know, I figure if I had copies of all the files, that would be enough. I cannot fathom why an automatic update would delete files.
What's up with that?
Can't trust them.
Was it in a different directory or what?
It was in the same directory.
Maybe you should put it in a different directory somewhere.
But still, you know, I learned a lesson, and apparently there's an even more secure way that I should back up.
That's right. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But, sorry.
So I'm a little sad.
But
Is that a
hopefully
week's
that's
worth?
not going to push back the release of the opening up of Hoblarp too bad. I know you said it may, but I know how diligent you work, and hopefully we won't have that affecting.
Yeah, it very well may. At this point, I'm thinking that I hopefully, worst case scenario, everything gets pushed back. Best case scenario, everything's live on the 15th. Likely scenario, the 15th, I'll launch the event site so you guys know what you're getting into, and then sometime within the next month, I'll open registration.
We can imagine.
It's all
and again, Hoblarp, I've only been to the one, but I tell you, it was a wonderful event, and I've heard stories of the past two. Absolutely fantastic events that Rustic Dragon puts on from the Hearth of Britannia, and another great cause if you want to support the activity here growing around Shrouded Avatar and the Ultima series. Go out and support the Hearth of Britannia on Patreon. Rustic's doing all sorts of great things with Hoblarp, and his upcoming cookbook that we're all anticipating. If you've ever wanted to eat those foods that you've had in Britannia, well, you'll be able to do that one day, thanks to Rustic Dragon.
Hey, thanks for the for the advertisement there. I appreciate that and the kind words.
We are supporters, and we got to support those people we believe in. You do stuff just like we do. That's just it's a one of a kind thing, and I gotta love this shit. But meanwhile,
if you guys want those pasties, back me on Patreon.
Oh well, I got a comment that the Virtue pasty would need to be larger than the Chaos. Is comments we got on that here? Reader comments
to fully cover up the nakedness.
What about
what are you talking about?
I figured they just need to be larger than the biggest nipples out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
not
even.
even.
Chaos pasties. Yeah, it's hey now.
May or may not cover anything.
That's right.
What about down below here? do something about that?
I want the Emperor's new pasties. That's right. That's the ones I
The
want.
chaos cutscene.
The invisible ones.
Extra large.
Wait, didn't you have that at Hobloth, but you never wore it? Your dry sack?
Oh, the dry sack.
You never pulled out your dry
They were
sack.
drinking it.
He
That's
did
why.
pull
It's
out
funny
the
that
dry
you mentioned
sack.
that, Jack.
He did pull out the dry sack.
But he never wore it.
He did.
It wasn't properly.
It
What
was
do you call
it
them?
was impromptuli worn, tucked into
There
and
you go.
over to
I'm not gonna spoil
perpetrate a
anything.
fraud, as it may be. It looked good, but yes, he did not. He did not insert it into the pie. Let's put it that way.
We'll just you wait. Just you wait. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, moving right along. We always do this. I told you it wasn't going to be 4 minutes, but let's get the
Hey,
calendar out of the way. Let's get the
you're the one that did
abridged
something
version
else.
of the calendar for the good folks today.
Okay, community calendar provided to us by NBNN.info, where you can click on the calendar button at the top, or you can always download the NBNN app on every single platform that Laz could think of, except for BlackBerry. And you can click on the calendar button in there, and you can have access to the community calendar, which is an aggregate of all the other public Google calendars available for Shroud of the Avatar that Laz has been contacted about or Laz has found. If you'd like your community calendar added to the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, email news@nbnn.info and say, hey, please add my calendar. Today is Thursday, March 23rd. All times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as New Britannia time. Today at noon, 3, 6, and midnight, two idiots interpret the news so you don't have to on WRFB on a show called Lunch. Two idiots. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Noobs.
Today at 4 on Avatars Radio, Golden Wings Going Country.
Yeehaw.
5 o'clock somewhere. At 7 p.m. on the Phoenix Republic are doing their PvE nights. Contact Malhari or Kazan Phoenix Fire for more information. And while you're doing that, you need to tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB. Yep, I'm on the wrong day.
For the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m., this just in. DJ Justin's taking over the airwaves with Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2.
Yeah.
Do.
He said do.
That's right.
Do.
At 10 p.m. on Avatars Radio, Amber Rain is allowing her alter ego, Ember Flame, to take over the airwaves for Temper Tantrum T-Days. And the final event of the evening is on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia for the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this Thursday, March 23rd in Shroud of the Avatar. Don't be avatarded.
Don't be an avatar. That's right. And of course, NBNN is a proud sponsor of SodaCon Austin 2017. If you need information about SodaCon, go to SodaConAustin.org and you can get all the information you need. Not finding the information you want out there, give old Laz a holler and I'll point you in the right direction and try and get you all the information you need. Last look, there was one VIP ticket. Is that still the case?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hadn't checked today. And of course, tickets are going on sale. They're going to be going up in April, so get in while the price is low and get them now. Okay, let's see if this is going to cooperate today.
What are you trying to finally set it up so it goes properly? I told you exactly what to do.
I know.
Every single time to get it to cycle properly, but no. Will you do it?
No, doesn't work that
Be
way.
prudent.
Doesn't
Wouldn't be
work
prudent.
that way. Wouldn't be
Yeah, it
prudent.
does.
That's right. Of course, you can listen to us in WRFB throughout the day, as well the Deco Divas on Wednesday and Thursday, and Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday morning at 7. Try and find Baldo, listen to the wacky stories, have a good time, put in your requests, all sorts of great stuff out there. And of course, don't forget, if you want to hear something on WRFB Radio Free Britannia, there's a request system on the website. Go to wrfb.rocks or radiofreebritannia.com and just go punch in what you're looking for. And if it's not there, send us an email and we'll see if we can't get it in the rotation for you. Grimy Traders Auction House, grimytraders.com. Want to start your own auction? Go check out grimytraders.com. Free to use, free to list, free to sell, free to buy. It's free, folks. Of course, our good friends and folks over at the Oxenshire Markham Farms. Oh, sorry.
Dun, dun, dun,
Located
dun.
at Dawn's Keep, just south of central Brittany, for all your cotton, ale, vegetables, and more. And if you need it in a rush, check out their store on the marketplace. Our good friends at our home guild, the Britannia Mining Company, want you to come check out Market Road for all your needs and conveniences. Located in the Quell region right next to the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience as well. Jacob White over at SodaMap.com. SodaMap is truth coming to a screen near you. That's right. You're going to be loving this stuff soon, folks. Ben over at Relics by Rild. RelicsByRild.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. If you want t-shirts, hats, patches, more, go to RelicsByRild.com. Use the promo code NBNN. Save 10% when you check out at Relics by Rild and save a little bit of money on that swag. And last but not least, our good friends over at the Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Check.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Don't forget, if you are interested in selling your wares, you can register for an account, then click on vendor registration, and you can just be like the other 40 vendors out there selling their stuff. Anything game related that does not violate the terms of service is permitted to be sold on Shroud Marketplace. So anything that you want to offer up to the community, you can do so. If you would just want to offload your extra resources, those pledge items that you bought that you don't have any use for, you can do so and putting them up on Shroud Marketplace. Yay!
Yay!
Don't forget to visit my store. Buy all my prosperity tools, all of them.
Right. Recall scrolls, teleport
and
scrolls.
teleports, recalls. You know what? I'll play your own town. You know what?
Photos.
You can put it all up there.
Weddings.
Don't forget to visit
and more.
Yes. Accounts all the way to services, game gold included, or Crowns of the Obsidian. Don't forget to visit Oxenshire Markham Farms for all their cotton needs and cotton resources and others. The Seder Stinky Sewer Shop for all of your Kodo needs, or Wolfdom Shops for cheese sign writing.
Cheesy writing. Only
I
the
know.
Shroud of the Avatar.
And you
Yes.
can eat it too.
Or Skirta's music service thing, where $5 gets you.
Anything you want.
That's right.
Or Weddings and More by Laz.
Weddings and more by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched inside Shroud of the Avatar, come see me. I've got all your wedding needs, from the wedding gowns to tuxedos for the bridal party. Of course, if you want to have your vows done, we've got all sorts of packages and all sorts of different variants for whatever floats your boat out there. So come on down and see Laz, Weddings and More. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
And that means it's time for us to thank the most important people around here. And that's you guys.
You guys.
Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB Radio Free Britannia.
We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. So thank you. We're having a blast, and thank you for donating to the Patreon or to the individual streams. Yay.
You guys are absolutely fantastic. We love you guys. Again, got merchandise has been selling. We got folks been buying hats and buying coffee mugs and donating, and I can't thank you all enough for all the support that you're giving us out there. But meanwhile,
we need to update those hats with the newer logo.
Yes, we need to get that hat out there.
And
I'll
the
see if
shirts.
I can't get that done today. But meanwhile, we got to go ahead and get out of here for today. We will be back with the weekend wrap-up tomorrow here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
Yay! I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest shenanigans and hijinks right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll see you all tomorrow, folks. Have a great day, everybody. Yay! I love this stuff. I love this funky shit, man.
We lived through another show.
This is the voice of Led Zepp's Pants.
Led Zepp's Pants, where have you been hiding?